To download all of your conferring and reading level data off of Conferring Notebook, go to Export in the sidebar under Tools, and you have a few different options to customize it to your liking. Start by selecting a student or group, or you can select all of my students and or all my shared students, and same with groups. For this example, I'll do all of my student data for, I'll do Sophia. So if I select Sophia, and then you have the option to choose a PDF document or a spreadsheet. If you do a spreadsheet, it is a CSV file, and you can open it in pretty much any spreadsheet software, and it will have in columns and rows broken out by all of your data points listed below. For this example, I'll show you a PDF. You can add a note at the top if you wish about Sophia. You know, Sophia is a great student and is very positive to other kids. Let's say I'm going to show this to her parents. I'm going to export all of her reading notes. You can do all subjects or select a specific subject. I'll do reading. I'd like to include all of her data points, but if you did just want to download maybe all the next steps for all of your students, you could uncheck these data points and only have next steps selected. I'll do all of hers. I will include her reading level, and I don't remember, she may have some group sessions saved for her, and I'll include those as well. I'll set this date range to be just the last 2 weeks. So I'll do, there we go. And then press. And then it puts together a PDF document that you can download or print and share it with whoever may need to see it. So these are her past sessions. And so since I did select all of the data points, you'll see the date, her goal, her strategy. This example, she had 2 goals and 2 strategies, observations, who added it, her touch point for each strategy, and also date range if you did select one, and that nice positive message that I shared. So that's doing it for one student. If I wanted to do it for all of my students, and this works very similar to groups. I don't have shared students, so I'm only going to select my students. You get an extra option here to add page break between students. This is if you don't want to do each student at a time, you might want to add a page break, and so each student will always start on their own page. Otherwise, if you leave that unchecked, they're just going to stack up on the page. If it's only for you and you want to maybe save paper, you can do that. And then if you leave beginning and end date blank, it's just going to pull data for all time. So you don't need a date range if you just want everything. And so download report, and then it'll look similar to Sophia's. There's another tab here, reading level data, and this is how you export your a graph of your reading level. So you can either do it on a document PDF, and then if you download for all of your students, it will show up just like this with the date of each snapshot and then the student names. And there's a little key at the bottom because Peyton has a double dash, and that's because Peyton wasn't in my class yet when I made those snapshots. So going back here, you can also do a CSV. So this will download with as a spreadsheet, and you can use, a program like Excel to graph your data over time, or however tricky you get with Excel. So there you have it. That is how you export your data for your students, groups, PDF, or CSV within a certain date range.